good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys are good. Rise and shine. It's 9. It's the opening bell, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to be with you here, guys. Ashley Reeve. Before we get started, please remember, all information that we discuss is opinion. Don't construe it as advice in any way, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready to go. I hope you are too. All right, let's get into this morning's opening bell, ladies and gentlemen. What a fantastic time to be alive. Really blessed to be with you here this morning, guys, as always. Please remember, guys, that we do have a trading room this afternoon. And that's at 2 o'clock via YouTube. We're looking forward to seeing all of you guys there. But let's get into today's, session and understand what's happening here. So the U.S. government reopens after a record of 43 days, that being the shutdown. Trump has signed a bill, guys, and that's to get the government running again. And obviously, this brings a lot of relief to government workers as well as services. It's obviously a temporary deal. Congress must still agree on new funding by January the 30th. That's 2026, and this is to avoid another shutdown. So, very interesting in his term that these things are happening. It's obviously setting a fantastic precedent, and we'll deal with that later on. But for today, the dollar is still staying steady there as markets absorb that news. But we're seeing silver that has obviously gone, to a fantastic highs there. We've reached the $54 per ounce. It's close to its all-time high. And this is something that we had discussed earlier on in the week, that we're looking for some buys over here, that the dominant or the overall movement was to the upside. So you can see we've pushed up tremendously here. Gold, we are waiting for that same thing to happen, guys. Gold as well. Ash is already in some trades here. I'm obviously holding them to see what happens later on today, but I am in gold. I'm on some longs here. There could be, a possible correction depending on what the US dollar does today. So we might get perhaps a bit of pullback here and then we push up. But we are looking for the gold to trump a little bit higher. Excuse the play on the word there, President Trump. All right. We're looking for some movement to the upside, but we could get a push first as a correction, and then we push up. All right. So watch that. But I'll be looking at that in the trading room today, so you can just join and check it out with me. Yeah. Obviously, reason for these highs here, we got to give some context. Investors are still buying, silver for safety amid this global uncertainty, and the rate cut. Hopes on that US dollar from the Federal Reserve, is obviously also in the conversation. So the US added silver and copper to its critical mineral list, which could mean new trade restrictions ahead. So watch out for breaking news on that one. As well as the gold, guys, as I mentioned, we're looking for the correction, but it is sitting at a 3-week high near the $4,200 per ounce. It's up 5% this week, and the metal is gaining because of investors. They are expecting that Fed cut to come very soon. I believe it's the first week in December. So ongoing job cuts in the US is keeping the pressure on the economy, and it's adding gold, appealed as a safe haven. So don't, miss that one out there. Also, we're seeing the USD JPY. We're watching it very closely here, guys. The yen is weak at around 154. At this point in time, and that's after the Prime Minister Takaichi, I hope I'm pronouncing correctly, Takaichi urged the central bank to keep those rates low. And obviously with the US dollar here still staying steady, it's going to be an interesting one here to see what actually pops off this afternoon. I'm looking for some upside here. It's already gone past my restrictions, or at least my limits. But like I said, we could get some corrections here this afternoon. It's very, very possible. But they will be short term. They're not going to be long term. We're looking for the dollar to still strengthen a little bit further up to the 158 year against the yen. Could get a correction first. So I'll be checking this out definitely this afternoon. That's for sure. Also watch the GBP yen. There's a bit of contraction happening right now at this high over here, and hence I'm saying, guys, we could get a correction first because the GBP and the USD yen, both of them is contracting right now. They are more moving sideways, if I can put it like that, and they could both very well be doing a correction first before they push up. So I'm actually looking at these ones back to back. The AUD JPY has already moved up. I was in some trades here earlier on, pushed up already, and you can see there I've already exited actually, and this was also brought in a little bit early on in the week. So we are out of this one. I'll be watching and looking at it again this afternoon to see if there's any additional movement there. Additionally, guys, I'm looking at spot palladium as well, looking at some precious metals here. I'm waiting for a 4-hour close above the 1486.05. If Ash can get a close above there today, I'm going in for this one. I'm definitely buying. But I want to see what happens here. All right, the NAS, I know T pushed the NAS in yesterday. We're seeing the upside here because of that dollar steadying and possibly coming down. But again, it's a touch and go, guys. With the reopening of the government there, it's really a touch and go at this point in time to see what happens. So we're just giving it a couple of hours, a day or two, to see how the dollar simmers back into the market. Remember, it was out and now it's coming back in. So we do not want to mess with that kind of mixture there. Just from the stock market perspective, looking at the US futures here, the futures, they are higher at this point in time because of the government reopening. All right, investors are rotating from tech into healthcare and financials, so they are taking money out of tech and they are bringing it into healthcare and financials. That's the different sectors that you can go and check out. We also have the New York Stock Exchange stocks available here, TD, as well as the European stocks as well. So you can check out the financial and the healthcare there as investors pump money back into it, what those stocks do there. So I'll be looking at that at 2 o'clock as well. And then don't forget the Hang Seng, guys. Hang Seng looking beautiful. I'd mentioned this, that we're looking for some more upside here. I'm looking to go to 27,378.40. That's the index point level that I'm looking for the Hang Seng to go to. I'm already in buys here. I got out yesterday. I'm in again. And we're also looking at the Nikkei. That Nikkei, guys, we do know that it's up by 0.4%. And this it's helped by the optimism, around the U.S. opening. So let me just get to that Nikkei real quickly, and then I'm going to show it to you on the charts. But guys, don't stress about any of this if there is any. We will be looking at this later on this afternoon. I'll be giving some great context here with these specific indices here. So right now, from a daily perspective, we are bullish, guys. We are absolutely bullish. So I'll be checking out this Nikkei here as well. All right, I'll be checking this one out, looking for some longs. And you can definitely, if you feel, the trigger on your side wants to be pulled, just make sure that you obviously do adequate risk management, guys. But we are on it with the Nikkei over here. We are definitely the Nikkei. And then obviously just look out for the ASX. That's the AUS, the Australian dollar index. That's some of the companies there. They are down. All right, 0.8%, 0.80%. Strong jobs data reduce the chances of more rate cuts. So they are down at this point in time. So we're going to be looking at the Nikkei for some upward momentum. We'll be looking at the US futures for some upward momentum. But we will take it from there, guys. Don't worry about it. We'll be giving some great context here. We are up. Look at this. We're just looking for a 4-hour close above this area. If Ash can get this, if I can get a 4-hour close above this area over here, Ash wants to go in for a long right there. So let me just place it so you guys can see it, and then we can handle it. All right, but that's the opening bell here this morning. A quick one. We're looking at the US dollar here. We're seeing the weakness against the gold, the silver, not the yen as yet. We're watching it. And then obviously look out for the cryptos, guys. Cryptos is also really looking great. It's on a rise. We're seeing Bitcoin on a rise, Ether on a rise. We're going to see how that pans out this afternoon at 2 o'clock. Have a fantastic one. All right, it's Thursday, guys, 13th of November. Man, we are steamrolling through this month as well. It's almost Christmas, so begin to ring those bells. I'm going to see if we have a bell here somewhere. All right, but we'll check it out, yeah? Have a good one, guys. Such a pleasure. Ashley Reeve here. I'm checking out. And remember, if you'd like to open up that account with us, www.tdmarkets.com. Email us at care@tdmarkets.com. And tomorrow, we're having our crypto decrypted with TDME, another division, our crypto division of TD Markets. We're looking forward to that one, where you can trade some derivatives with us at TDME, TD Markets Exchange. All right. Have a good one. See you guys soon. Ciao, ciao.